We all are aware safety and well-being are interlinked in any industry. 2 days back, there happened a major tragedy, an accident of enormous loss at Visakhapatnam. We pray for the affected people. In big industries, in spite of safety measures, there is occurrence of unfortunate accidents. Couple of years back, a similar catastrophe occurred in India's flagship steel plant, Bhilai Steel Plant. The tragedy has taken toll of many lives, shaken the spirit of collective, otherwise a cultured workforce. Overnight, the CEO is replaced. For the new leadership, it was an unthinkable challenge. How practice of meditation and application of wisdom helped tide over the situation. Let's listen to Mr. Arun Rath, then CEO of Bhilai Steel Plant.
Om Shanti. In our life, many times we learn things to achieve something, like I have to prepare, I have to study so that I pass an exam, I have to prepare myself for an interview so that I get a job. Many times I have to learn something for developing myself. I have to learn communication skills so that I am able to do a public speaking. Something like that has happened in my life, where in the phase of my career where my time management was very difficult, I got attracted towards Raj Yoga and started practicing it, which I am still doing till now. And we also got a deep dive into the knowledge bank which Raj Yoga offers. Went into the knowledge bank, started reading things, listening things, viewing things, and it has started impacting my life in a very big way. But one thing happened one day when I was out of station in an adjacent city. I got a telephone call, I got an instruction to leave my workplace and take over an organization which had just faced a disaster in the previous day and where multiple human lives are lost. And while listening to that, I was not very sure. I was, in fact, you can say I was scared, because I was not, the problem was so gigantic and the situation is so unprecedented. I was feeling as if I don't have that required competence or capability to face the situation. So as I was a little scared inside me, I wanted to calm myself, and you always require a calm atmosphere and environment to do so. So immediately rushed to a religious place which can offer me a good calm environment, where I went there and sat in a corner, connecting to the divine in a very intensive way, and almost surrendering to divine, telling that please take care of me, because I don't know how to handle the situation. And this was almost surrender to the divine. And almost spending an hour there, I came back to hotel in a very calm state of mind. The next morning I left for the place in the morning flight. And after reaching the airport, got the person who was in charge of that place to brief me. I did not have a well thought strategy or a plan or a schedule of doing things. But things were coming to me as I was facing the situation, and I was very calm and had the courage. That was the only thing in me, but I did not have a well thought out plan or strategy or something to guide me, and I was getting guided instead of deciding what I should do. After talking to them, I came back to the accident site, the site of the disaster, and take stock of the situation. And after taking that, some idea came to my mind, let me go to the people who have lost the colleagues. That was very dangerous because the whole organization was full with rage, emotional outbursts, and grief. Deep grief always become anger. So the whole crowd was angry of this sudden loss of life. And there was pocket of emotional outburst everywhere. And the most affected persons are the persons who are close to the people, who are colleagues, who are working with them, and they have seen them losing their life in front of their eyes. Obviously, my colleagues opposed the idea. They told, no, this is not the time to face these people. But again, something is insisting me, no, you have to go there, whatever may be the situation. But I was not knowing what will be the situation and what I am going to do facing these people. I don't know what is to be told. But I insisted on that. On my insistence, my people agreed, and I went to the place where these people were under deep grief, sitting in a room. I entered to the room. Normally, it is a room where only these people relax. And these people are not able to know. They were surprised to see me. And some of my colleagues, I didn't take a big team with me. Very few people, another 2-3 people went with me. And they just could not understand why this man has happened. And there was a lull. And after a brief lull, they could see, okay, he is our target. He is the target of the whole situation. And the whole anger of the group was directed towards me. There was huge emotional outburst, shouting. Everything was happening, and I was inside this crowd of people who are enraged, who can do anything, and we cannot tell them why they are doing, because they are under extreme grief conditions. That time I was keeping my calm and just waiting, standing there silently, connecting to the divine, and watching the situation, how the situation is going. This went on for quite some time. It has to subside. In that period, one person was also almost wanted to be physical, who was prevented by his own colleagues. And after some time, when the situation was a little normal, one of the person asked me, why you have come? He shouted at me, what do you want from us? Why you have come to us at this point of time? That was the time. In fact, I was not thinking of that they will ask me the question and I have to speak. So the words came from my mouth that, okay, I am not here to, return your people to you. I am not capable of doing anything to the life which has already been lost. But I have come here to be with you, to spend some time with you and share your grief, and pray for the departed soul and the people, and for the soul who are not able to overcome their griefs. One of the most important things which I also observed while visiting the organization, in spite of the deep grief, the grief has not overtaken the sense of responsibility of these people. So I also expressed my gratitude to the people. In spite of a deep grief, you have done your duty. You have brought back the organization. You have not affected the critical processes. That is one of the things for which I have to express my gratitude. That is the reason why I have come here. So then I requested them, why don't you join with me for a prayer for the people who have lost their life and to give strength to the people to overcome their grief. They are not expecting the prayer at this occasion. And they told, they just closed their eyes with folded hand, told, okay, let's be silent. Almost we do always 1 minute, 2 minutes silent prayer when we face such type of situation. I don't know, I have not come for that sort of a prayer, a structured way of 1 minute silence or 2 minute silence. Please open your eyes and I will be speaking out the prayer. You please recite the prayer with me. Words came out from me, expressing or praying for the peace for the departed souls. This went on for 2-3 minutes. Whatever words were coming to me at that stage, I was speaking, and these people are reciting it. It's not the word; it's the passion, or it's the empathy which was coming from me. I was myself surprised with the words and feeling and emotions which were coming from me. And after some time, I stopped, and the silence was continuing. So I proceeded to leave the place, and just near the car, I remembered the person who was just trembling. I told my colleague to get the person and I wanted to meet him. The person came with, he was still not very much normal. I just looked at him and told him that I understand you must be the closest person to the people who have died and you are not able to overcome the grief. But if you will be little peaceful by venting out this anger and frustration towards me, I am for that. You can do anything to me and nothing is going to happen to you. You know, this a drop of tear came from his eyes, and a similar situation was also with me. And we have to embrace each other. And I looked at all the faces who before some time was shouting and doing all the outbursts. It was a calmness which has come to all the people. And as I entered in the car and sat there, I could feel that I have come here to manage the situation, to manage the crisis. But God has made me one step ahead. He gave me the power to heal. And I could feel the healing of the organization has started. And that was the beginning of the healing process, which I continued with so many incidents and actions for quite some time. And let me tell you, I was amazed by the power which I was getting to deal with the situation. So, as the people who are knowing me beforehand, they were also amazed at seeing a new capability in me. This was the power to face. Om Shanti.
Thanks, Rath Sahib. It's incredible. Let Almighty give you more power and wisdom to become a change agent. Particularly, incredible is the transformation that has occurred in Bhilai Collective. The transformation in mindset attributes to a novel experiment. Peace House adjacent to CEO's office. Rightly said, happy minds produce happy results. Let's have a glimpse of Peace House in Bhilai Steel Plant.
सामान्यतया हमारा जीवन प्रतिदिन काम की अधिकता, पारिवारिक समस्याओं अथवा अनेक अन्य कारणों से अत्यधिक तनाव से भरा रहता है। तनाव की निरंतरता यदि लगातार बनी रहे और हम अपने मन को विश्राम ना दें तो इसके परिणाम स्वरूप हमारे मस्तिष्क की कार्य क्षमता कम होने लगती है। विपरीत परिस्थितियों में हमारे व्यवहार पर हमारा नियंत्रण छूटने लगता है और हम बड़े ही असामान्य ढंग से प्रतिक्रियाएं देने लगते हैं। ये वो समय होता है जब हमारे मनोमस्तिष्क में चल रहे नकारात्मक विचारों से हम अनभिज्ञ होते हैं और ऐसे अवरोधों को जीवन से निकालने की समझ व चेतना हम खो चुके होते हैं। हमारा अहम हमारी समूची समस्याओं के आड़े आ जाता है और हम गलत निर्णय लेने लगते हैं। एक समय ऐसा आता है जब हम केवल और केवल शांति चाहते हैं, शांति की तलाश करने लगते हैं। ऐसी परिस्थितियों के पार जाने, ऐसी अनदेखी अनसुलझी समस्याओं से पार पाने के लिए हमने सृजन किया है एक शांत क्षेत्र का, जिसे हम कहते हैं शांति गृह या पीस हाउस। इस शांति गृह में आपका स्वागत है। यहां सकारात्मक ऊर्जा प्रवाहित हो रही है। हमारा मनोमस्तिष्क शनैः शनैः स्थिर चित्त हो रहा है। प्रसन्नता व शांति से हमारा तादात्म्य स्थापित होकर हमारे संपूर्ण अस्तित्व में सकारात्मक अनुभूति का प्रवेश हो रहा है। यहां शांतिपूर्ण परिवेश में अत्यंत शांत हृदय से हम सकारात्मक भावों और सकारात्मक विचारों को सुनते हैं।
I cooperate with head, heart and hand. I use my intelligence to support others. With good wishes and blessings, I uplift others.
अपनी इंद्रियों को जागृत करते हैं और समष्टि के लिए अर्थात समस्त प्राणियों के लिए, इस चराचर जगत के लिए मंगल कामनाएं करते हैं। सभी के लिए अच्छा सोचते हैं। आपका मन विश्राम की ओर अग्रसर है और आपका तनाव लगातार घट रहा है। एकाग्रता का स्तर बढ़ रहा है। किसी भी परिस्थिति का सामना करने के लिए आप ऊर्जावान हो चुके हैं। आप में सकारात्मक ऊर्जा प्रविष्ट हो चुकी है। अब अधिकांश उच्च स्तरीय बैठकों का आरंभ इस शांति गृह में कुछ समय व्यतीत करने के साथ हो रहा है। शांति गृह के अनुभव विभिन्न दृष्टिकोणों से कुछ इस प्रकार हैं।
I think the Peace House helps us discover the inner peace in ourselves. It's a tool that gives us power to understand our inner self. I think it gives us great strength and gives us a positive outlook towards life.
The concept of Peace House is effective and impressive. In fact, it helps us to shed out our negativity and transform into better meaningful meetings.
I think Peace House is a wonderful gift to us, the young executives of Bhilai Steel Plant, given by our CEO. It has shown us a way to navigate through a stress-filled routine and also given us strength to face challenges.
I am very much grateful and thankful to CEO sir for introducing this mindful meditation. I am already practicing this mindful meditation and it is helping me to cope up in day out stress of my life, and it is also helping me in focusing my own day-to-day job.
I think this is a new concept in Bhilai Steel Plant. While focusing on the present situation, the complete awareness and the guided mindfulness played here, this has a high therapeutic value.
रोजमर्रा में हम सुख और शांति खोज रहे हैं जो कि हमें मिल नहीं पाती। पीस हाउस एक बहुत अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट है और मैं आभारी हूँ सीओ सर का ये हमें देने के लिए, और मैं इसे अपने परिवार तक लेकर जा रही हूँ।
Concept of peace house beside the conference hall is very impressive, and it lets people to shed all their negativity, and it provides a more comfortable atmosphere during meetings.
The idea of a peace room right next to the conference hall is quite impressive and a very good management tool. Apart from relaxing us, it also decompresses and transports you to a childlike state. This has facilitated us in taking calm, level-headed decisions, minus all the stress, negativity and panic.
The Peace House is like a boon to us. It has helped bring a sense of tranquility into our lives, for which we are eternally grateful to see you, sir.
Peace House is a new concept in Bhilai Steel Plant. It encountered a new thing in me and it really works. It should be continued further.
आइए इस सकारात्मकता को, इस चेतना एवं ऊर्जा को हम ले चलें अपने घर तक, अपने परिवार तक, अपने स्नेहीजनों तक, परिजनों तक और इस जगत के सुदूर क्षितिज तक।
Thanks to all of you. We had an enriching day. The soul is enriched by two learned speakers. It's time to contemplate on the same. Tomorrow morning, we will have a beautiful lecture on balance sheet of life. Let's explore life's deposits and withdrawals, debits and credits, profit and loss by Brahma Kumar Bharat Bhushan Bhai from Panipat. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you. Om Shanti.